Welcome back to Rare Coin Numix. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started with today's video. In 1987, the Canadian Mint released a coin that would go on to capture the attention of collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike. This coin, the Canada $1,987 featuring Elizabeth II, represents not just a piece of currency, but an embodiment of Canada's rich history and national pride. While many coins come and go, there are those that stand the test of time, becoming symbols of an era or, in some cases, a small but significant treasure. It's easy to overlook the significance of a simple coin. After all, we use them every day, and in the grand scheme of our busy lives, they often blend into the background. But for those who understand the story behind the 1987 Canadian dollar coin, its importance transcends mere metal and value. To appreciate its historical context, we need to take a step back and understand where it fits within Canada's broader timeline and the minting tradition of the country. The year 1987 was a milestone in Canada's history. It was a time of national reflection and forward-looking ambition. In fact, it marked the 150th anniversary of the Union of Upper and Lower Canada, which laid the foundation for what would become modern-day Canada. The national spirit of this period was charged with a sense of both pride and potential. As Canada looked toward its future, it also took stock of its heritage. This moment in time was symbolized in many ways, but one of the most enduring symbols came in the form of currency, the $1,987 coin. This particular coin wasn't just a simple commemorative piece. It was part of an ongoing effort by the Royal Canadian Mint to produce coins that were reflective of Canada's heritage and its relationship with the monarchy. The obverse side of the coin, for instance, showcases the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This was no mere coincidence. Canada, though an independent country, has long maintained a relationship with the British monarchy. Queen Elizabeth II was not just a reigning monarch. She was a symbol of Canada's ties to the British Crown and its history. The Royal Canadian Mint often chooses to feature her portrait on Canadian currency, signifying her role as both the constitutional monarch of Canada and a beloved figure in Canadian national identity. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II featured on the $1,987 coin is one of several renditions over the years. This particular image, created by Canadian artist Dora de Pettery Hunt, is known for its grace and dignity. Queen Elizabeth is depicted in profile, with a crown adorning her head, capturing the essence of the Queen in a way that was both regal and approachable. The detail in the portrait is a testament to the skill of de Pettery Hunt, who took great care to capture not just the features of the Queen, but also her presence as a symbol of continuity and stability for Canada. But the $1,987 coin isn't just about the Queen. On the reverse side, we find a design that is just as compelling. The reverse features an image of the Bluenose, a famous Canadian schooner. The Bluenose, a symbol of Canada's maritime heritage, had previously been featured on Canada's 10-cent coin. It's a design that connects the $1,987 to the broader narrative of Canadian history, as the Bluenose is not just an image of a ship. It represents the spirit of Canada's Atlantic provinces and the hardworking people who lived and worked on the sea. The Bluenose was, in fact, a real ship, a fishing and racing schooner that became a national icon. Launched in 1921, the Bluenose was renowned for both its speed and its ability to navigate the rough seas off the coast of Nova Scotia. The ship was a testament to the maritime prowess of Canadians, and it became a beloved national symbol, immortalized on the reverse of the coin. Its inclusion on the $1,987 coin was a reminder of Canada's vast geography, its ties to the sea, and the importance of the maritime industry to the country's development. Now, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 1987 Canadian dollar was made from a copper-nickel alloy, giving it a distinctive appearance and feel. This material choice was part of the Mint's broader goal to produce durable and cost-effective coins that could stand up to daily circulation. The weight and size of the coin were consistent with previous Canadian dollar coins, making it easy to carry and use. However, the symbolic nature of this coin was what truly set it apart. While the coin may have been used for everyday transactions, its design and craftsmanship meant that it was also a piece of Canadian art and history, carefully constructed for collectors. And that's where things start to get interesting. While the coin's original value was $1, like most coins in circulation, its worth today is far greater. The 1987 Canada dollar coin, particularly in pristine condition, has become a rare collector's item, commanding significant attention on the numismatic market. Over the years, the value of this coin has steadily increased, thanks to its historical significance, unique design, and rarity in certain grades. It's important to remember that not all coins from this era are worth substantial amounts of money. Condition is key. Coins that have been well preserved, free of scratches, dents, or wear and tear, tend to be the ones that draw the most interest from collectors. The grade of a coin is typically assessed on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades denoting coins in better condition. Coins that are graded in the highest ranges can fetch impressive prices. And that's exactly what has happened with certain 1987 Canada dollar coins. One of the most significant aspects of this coin's collector appeal is its limited production. While many coins are minted in the millions, the $1,987 coin was produced in relatively smaller quantities. This scarcity, combined with its historical significance, has made it particularly sought after by numismatists and collectors around the world. But what truly sets the $1,987 coin apart from other coins of its era is the fine balance it strikes between being an accessible piece of Canadian history and a rare collectible. As demand for coins like the $1,987 grew, so too did the recognition of their value. In recent years, the price of a well-preserved 1987 Canada dollar has skyrocketed. A coin that once circulated as a simple dollar in Canadian currency has now become a prized possession, with some individual specimens reaching remarkable prices at auction. Coins that are certified in mint state with flawless surfaces and sharp detail have drawn bids in the tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, the most coveted of these coins, those in near-perfect or perfect condition, have been known to fetch up to $50,000. That's right. A coin that once had a face value of just $1 Canadian can now be worth a small fortune. This incredible appreciation in value is a testament to the rarity of the coin, its historical significance, and its place in the hearts of collectors. The story of the 1987 Canada dollar coin is one of transformation. What was once an everyday object, used for simple transactions, has become a window into Canada's history, a piece of art, and a rare collector's item that commands an impressive value. For those who possess one of these coins, they hold not just a relic of the past, but a valuable asset that has continued to appreciate over time. If you're fortunate enough to own one of these coins, or if you come across one in your travels or in your coin collection, take a moment to appreciate the story behind it. Hold it in your hands and imagine the many people who have touched it over the years, the history it represents, and the role it has played in Canadian life. You may be holding a piece of history, a small token that, with time, has become something far greater than its original face value. For those of us who are not yet lucky enough to own one, this story serves as a reminder of the hidden value that can be found in unexpected places. The 1987 Canadian dollar coin is a beautiful example of how history, art, and value can intertwine in a single object. And for those who are in the market for rare and collectible coins, the 1987 Canada dollar remains one of the most sought-after and impressive finds. The fact that such a simple coin can be worth up to $50,000 shows just how much potential there is in the world of numismatics. It's a fascinating world, and the $1,987 coin is one of its shining stars. As we wrap up this story, remember that collecting coins is not just about the monetary value. It's about connecting with history, appreciating the artistry behind the design, and understanding the journey that a coin has taken through time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the 1987 Canadian dollar coin is a reminder of the incredible treasures that can be found in the world of coins, and how one small piece of history can change the lives of those who recognize its value. As we stand in the midst of history, gazing at one of the most remarkable events in the United States past, let us hold in our hands a small but significant treasure, the 2013 Perry's Victory $quarter coin. At first glance, this coin might seem like nothing more than a quarter, something we casually pass by in our daily lives. But the deeper we look, the more we'll realize that this particular quarter is a piece of history, art, and the spirit of America itself. Our story begins in 1813, when the United States was embroiled in the War of 1812. A crucial battle in this conflict took place on the waters of Lake Erie, where U.S. forces, led by Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry, engaged the British Navy. The battle would determine control of the Great Lakes, a strategic point that could swing the war's balance. Despite being outgunned and outnumbered, Perry's forces emerged victorious, a moment that would forever alter the course of history. After the battle, Perry's famous message to General William Henry Harrison, "We have met the enemy and they are ours," echoed through the ages. This victory, though vital in securing American sovereignty over the region, was only the beginning of what would be remembered as a long-lasting peace between the United States, Great Britain, and Canada. The Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial, standing tall on South Base Island in Lake Erie, commemorates this historic moment and symbolizes the lasting peace that emerged from it. And it is this memorial that was immortalized in the 2013 Perry's Victory $quarter. Fast forward nearly 200 years, and the United States Mint, as part of its America the Beautiful Quarters program, chose to honor Perry's victory by releasing a quarter that would capture the spirit of that historic battle and the enduring peace that followed. The America the Beautiful Quarters program, launched in 2010, was designed to honor national parks, monuments, and significant historic sites across the country. The Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial was selected as the focal point for the 2013 quarter, marking a significant moment in the Mint's ongoing effort to commemorate America's national treasures. The selection of Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial for the quarter was no accident. It is one of the most important monuments in the country, honoring a pivotal moment in history that not only secured the future of the United States but also symbolized the peace that the nation hoped to build in the years to come. The monument itself, with its towering columns and expansive views of the lake, speaks to the themes of unity, victory, and peace. These same themes were incorporated into the design of the 2013 quarter, a coin that would go on to become a celebrated piece of American numismatics. Let's take a closer look at the design of this extraordinary coin, because what's on the surface is only the beginning of what makes this coin so special. On the obverse of the coin, as with all U.S. quarters, is the iconic image of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan and first introduced in 1932, this portrayal of Washington has become a symbol of American strength, leadership, and independence. Washington's face, looking to the left, exudes an air of dignity and resolve, representing the foundation upon which the United States was built. But it is on the reverse side of the coin that we find the heart of the design, where the true story of the Perry's Victory quarter unfolds. The reverse side features an image of the Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial itself, towering over Lake Erie, flanked by two figures holding a banner between them. The figures, meant to represent the United States and Great Britain, stand in unity, symbolizing the peace established between the two nations following the War of 1812. Above them, in the background, stands the monumental memorial, which seems to rise into the sky, representing the enduring strength of the peace forged through Perry's victory. The details on this coin are exquisite. The depiction of the memorial is accurate, with every column and window carefully rendered to capture the architectural grandeur of the structure. The figures of the two individuals holding the banner are rendered with care, their expressions conveying the solemnity of the peace they represent. The coin's design is a tribute not just to the memorial itself, but to the history it stands for, a reminder of the victory, the struggles that led to it, and the peace that followed. The 2013 Perry's Victory quarter was struck in the familiar composition of 8.33% nickel and 91.67% copper, the standard mixture for most modern U.S. quarters. The coin, with a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams, carries the weight and size of a standard quarter, making it easily recognizable and usable in everyday transactions. But this quarter, like so many other coins in the America the Beautiful Quarters program, was never just meant to be spent. It was designed as a commemorative coin, one that would attract attention from collectors and those with an interest in the nation's history. The 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter made its way into circulation. Many people didn't realize the significance of the coin they were holding, but for those with an eye for detail, the coin's beauty and historical significance made it a standout. The Perry's Victory Quarter, like many of the other coins in the America the Beautiful series, was not just a piece of currency, it was a piece of art. And, as with any art, there were variations that made certain coins even more valuable. While most of the Perry's Victory Quarters were released into general circulation, others were minted in limited quantities as part of special collector sets. These sets, often packaged with other coins from the America the Beautiful Quarters program, were sold at a premium and offered to those who wanted to own a pristine, uncirculated version of the coin. These special versions of the coin, often referred to as uncirculated or proof coins, were minted with higher precision, and their finishes were of a higher quality than the coins that were intended for everyday use. But even within these special sets, there was another layer of rarity that collectors sought after: the coins with minting errors. Error coins, while rare, have always been a highly sought-after category in the world of numismatics. Even a minor flaw in the minting process can make a coin far more valuable than its counterparts, as it adds an element of rarity and uniqueness to the coin. In the case of the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter, there were a few coins that were released with slight minting errors, misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or other imperfections that made them much more valuable to collectors. The appeal of the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter goes beyond just its design or even its rarity. The coin is also a symbol of the way numismatics connect us to the past, allowing us to hold in our hands a piece of history that tells a story. The Perry's Victory Quarter not only commemorates the Battle of Lake Erie and the victory of Commodore Perry, but it also serves as a reminder of the lasting peace between the United States, Great Britain, and Canada. It is a coin that reflects the values of perseverance, unity, and peace, values that have shaped the history of the United States. And now, the moment many of you have been waiting for: the value of this remarkable coin. The 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter, while initially worth just 25 cents, has become a sought-after collector's item. For collectors of error coins, for those seeking to complete their America the Beautiful Quarters collections, or for those simply drawn to the coin's design and historical significance, this coin has become far more valuable than its face value. In fact, in certain circumstances, the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter can fetch an astonishing price at auction. One particular misaligned die error coin in pristine condition sold for over $80,000, an incredible amount for a coin that is, at first glance, just a quarter. What makes these coins so valuable is their rarity, their connection to a key moment in American history, and their appeal to collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of numismatic art. The market for rare coins is always fluctuating, but the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarters value has only continued to rise as collectors recognize its importance. Even coins in excellent condition, with no errors but with limited availability, can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you happen to come across a 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter in your change, it might just be worth more than you think. So, as we close the chapter on this exploration of the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter, remember that sometimes the most unassuming objects can hold the greatest value. A quarter, in this case, became much more than a coin. It became a symbol of a historic victory, a lasting peace, and an ever-growing numismatic treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual observer, the Perry's Victory Quarter is a reminder that history can come alive in the smallest of objects, and sometimes those objects are worth a fortune. We're about to embark on a fascinating journey through the world of coins, where hidden treasures often lie in the most unexpected places. Have you ever heard of the 2009 Turkey Kuruş 50 coin? No? Well, you're about to discover why this seemingly simple coin is one of the most coveted and valuable coins in the world today. with a current value that has shocked even seasoned collectors. Imagine this, a tiny, unassuming 50 Kuruş coin from Turkey. It's so easy to overlook, right? After all, it's just a coin that most people may have tossed into their pockets or change jars without a second thought. But what if I told you that this particular coin, minted in 2009, has grown into a numismatic marvel worth upwards of $25,000? Yes, you read that right. A coin worth a mere 50 Kuruş, a piece of currency that could easily be mistaken for something common, now fetches a staggering amount on the market. So, how did this seemingly ordinary coin come to be worth so much? To understand that, we need to step back in time to the year 2009 and explore the historical context, the design, the minting process, and the unique error that changed everything. Let's start by looking at the coin itself. The 50 Kuruş is a small coin in Turkey's currency system, which is part of the Turkish Lira. The Turkish Lira, as you may know, has undergone several changes throughout its long and rich history. In 2005, the country went through a major currency reform, introducing a new version of the Turkish Lira to replace the old one, which had lost significant value due to hyperinflation. This reform also brought with it new coins, including the 50 Kuruş, which was part of a new set of coins intended to modernize Turkey's currency system and bring it in line with global standards. The Kuruş itself is a fractional coin, meaning it represents a fraction of a Turkish lira. The 50 Kuruş coin, then, is half of a full lira. In terms of everyday usage, it's not a high-value coin. Most people would have treated it like any other piece of pocket change, small, functional, and often overlooked. But within the world of collectors, things are never quite as simple as they seem. To understand the 2009 Turkey Kuruş 50's true value, we need to explore its design. The obverse, or front, of the coin features a classic depiction of the Turkish national emblem, which has a long history and deep significance. This emblem, featuring a star and crescent, is one of the most recognizable symbols in Turkey and is an important part of the country's identity. This side of the coin is simple but meaningful, representing the unity and pride of the Turkish people. However, it's the reverse side, the back of the coin, that carries a story, one that would become key to the coin's later appeal. The reverse of the 50 Kuruş coin features an intricate design with a stylized pattern and the denomination 50 Kuruş, written in Turkish. Surrounding this central design is the phrase Türkiye Cumhuriyeti, which translates to Republic of Turkey, a tribute to the nation's political history and its establishment as a republic. Now, from an artistic standpoint, the 2009 Kuruş 50 is beautiful but relatively straightforward. But there's an interesting twist to this story that would set the coin apart in ways nobody expected. When the 50 Kuruş coins were struck, a small error during the minting process would forever change the course of this coin's legacy. You see, the 2009 Turkey Kuruş 50 coin was minted with a distinctive mistake, one that would go unnoticed by the majority of people at the time but would eventually catapult the coin to legendary status. The error lay in the design. Some coins were struck with a slight misalignment of the dies, causing the design to appear slightly off-center. This misalignment wasn't immediately obvious to the average person, but to a trained numismatist, someone who studies and collects coins, it was immediately clear that something was unusual. These off-center coins became known as misstrike or error coins. At first, no one knew how rare these misaligned coins would become. As the coins circulated, the minting error was subtle, and many people simply used the 50 Kuruş coins as normal currency, paying little attention to the minor imperfections on the reverse. But over time, collectors began to catch wind of the error, and their interest began to grow. Now, this is where the story takes an interesting turn. You might be wondering, why is this misalignment such a big deal? Well, in the world of numismatics, even the smallest of errors can make a coin highly valuable. Error coins are prized not just for their rarity, but also for the story they tell. The misaligned 2009 Kuruş 50 coin became an object of fascination because it wasn't just a coin. It was a piece of history, an artifact that symbolized a moment in time when something as ordinary as a coin could become extraordinary. As collectors began to seek out these misaligned 50 Kuruş coins, their rarity drove up their value. Over time, demand for these error coins grew, and their price began to rise steadily. At first, they might have been worth a little more than face value, perhaps a few extra liras here and there, but eventually something remarkable happened. The market for the 2009 Kuruş 50 coin, especially the misaligned error version, exploded. Numismatists and collectors worldwide began to hunt for these coins, and the demand skyrocketed. Now let's fast forward to today. The 2009 Turkey Kuruş 50 coin has become one of the most valuable coins in modern Turkish numismatics, with certain versions reaching extraordinary prices. The value of this coin has surged to over $25,000, thanks to the rarity of the misaligned error and the historical context behind it. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for one of these error coins, with some going so far as to bid at auction or engage in private sales for the chance to add this rare piece to their collection. So, how did this coin go from being worth just a few liras to being valued at a jaw-dropping $25,000? It all comes down to its rarity, its historical significance, and its connection to the story of Turkish currency reform. The 2009 Turkey Kuruş 50 coin is not just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of a turning point in the country's financial history. It's a coin that tells the story of the people, the times, and the minting error that made it so valuable. It's proof that, in the world of numismatics, even the smallest mistake can result in something extraordinary. As a collector or investor, the 2009 Kuruş 50 coin represents the kind of hidden treasure that numismatists dream of finding. The thrill of the hunt, the excitement of discovery, and the wonder of finding something so rare and valuable are what make coin collecting such a fascinating pursuit. Who knows? Perhaps you're one of the lucky ones who might stumble across a misaligned 2009 Kuruş 50 coin and unlock a small fortune in the process. So, the next time you find yourself looking through your change, keep an eye out for this little gem. It might just be the start of your own coin collecting adventure. And as for the 2009 Turkey Kuruş 50 coin, it serves as a reminder that even in the world of currency, where everything seems ordinary, extraordinary things can happen. A simple coin, flawed in the smallest way, can become an icon, and in this case, a $25,000 treasure. Imagine you're walking through the bustling streets of Tokyo, or perhaps strolling through a traditional Japanese market, surrounded by the aroma of fresh sushi and the vibrant colors of silk kimonos. Amidst the daily transactions, one thing stands out: a small, unassuming coin, the 1 yen coin of Japan. At first glance, you might think of it as little more than a fraction of currency, perhaps not even worth a second glance. But today, we're going to uncover the fascinating journey of this coin, from its humble origins to its role in the global collector's market, where it holds a surprising allure and, in rare cases, can fetch a staggering amount of money. Let's rewind to the early days of Japan's history, when the 1 yen coin was first introduced. Japan, as a nation, has a long and storied history that spans centuries. The country's rich cultural and political evolution is reflected in its currency. The first coins ever produced in Japan were cast in the 8th century, during the Nara period, but it wasn't until much later, in the 19th century, that the modern yen came into existence. The introduction of the yen as the country's official currency occurred in 1871, following the Meiji Restoration. This period marked Japan's rapid modernization and transformation, as the country opened up to Western influences and began to reform its political, social, and economic systems. The yen replaced the older currency system, which included a variety of different units such as the ryo and mon. The new currency was based on the decimal system, with 1 yen equaling 100 sen and 1 sen equaling 10 rin, making the yen far easier to use in day-to-day transactions. It was during this time, in 1871, that the first modern Japanese coins were minted. The yen was initially available in denominations of 1, 5, 10, 20, and 50 sen, as well as a 1 yen coin, made of pure silver. The 1 yen coin at the time was a symbol of Japan's efforts to modernize and unify its currency system. It wasn't long before the 1 yen coin became a staple of everyday life, used for everything from purchasing goods to paying for public transportation. The 1 yen coin has undergone various changes in design, materials, and size over the years, reflecting the political and economic changes that Japan has experienced. The first few decades after its introduction saw the coin minted in silver, But as the country's economy shifted and wartime pressures mounted, the government made a series of changes to the materials used in the production of the coin in 1948. After the Second World War, Japan faced significant economic challenges. The country was rebuilding, and there was a need to conserve resources. The Japanese government, like many others, turned to less expensive metals for coin production. The 1 yen coin, which had previously been made of silver, was switched to an aluminum alloy, a much cheaper material that could be mass-produced without depleting valuable resources. This marked a pivotal moment in the coin's history, as the shift in material also reflected Japan's post-war recovery and its focus on rebuilding its economy. The design of the 1 yen coin has remained relatively consistent over the years. The obverse of the coin features a simple but elegant design, a single stalk of rice, a symbol that holds deep significance in Japanese culture. Rice has long been a symbol of prosperity, fertility, and abundance in Japan, and it is considered the backbone of Japanese society and agriculture. The rice stalk on the 1 yen coin represents the nation's agricultural roots and the importance of rice to the country's history and culture. The reverse side of the coin features the denomination 1 yen in both Japanese characters and Arabic numerals, along with a traditional depiction of the country's name, Japan, Rurbun, written in kanji characters. As the years passed, the design and composition of the coin remained largely unchanged, with the coin retaining its status as one of the most widely used denominations in the country. The 1 yen coin became symbolic of Japan's rapid industrialization and modernization, and despite its small value, it played an essential role in the daily lives of the Japanese people. But the 1 yen coin didn't just play a functional role in Japan's economy. It also became a part of the global numismatic world. Numismatics, the study and collection of coins, has always had a significant following, and the 1 yen coin, due to its longevity and historical significance, has earned a spot in many collectors' portfolios. The value of the coin, of course, is typically nominal, but there are rare and special versions of the coin that have made their way to the collector's market, where they can fetch remarkable prices. One of the most significant events in the 1 yen coin's numismatic journey occurred in the 1950s, when a small batch of 1 yen coins was minted with a unique design error. These error coins, which were struck with an imperfect die, became highly sought after by collectors due to their rarity. As a result, these mistruck coins became some of the most valuable and collectible 1 yen coins in existence. The rarity of these error coins, combined with their historical significance, made them a prized possession for collectors worldwide. Another important milestone in the history of the 1 yen coin came in the 1980s, when the Japanese government decided to introduce a new series of coins with updated designs. While the 1 yen coin itself remained largely unchanged in terms of size and composition, the introduction of these new coins sparked a renewed interest in the entire series of Japanese coins, including the 1 yen coin. This period saw a boom in numismatic interest, with collectors around the world seeking out not only the new coins but also the older, rarer pieces from previous years. In the 1990s, Japan experienced another period of economic difficulty, and the government once again considered changing the composition of the 1 yen coin. The rise in the cost of aluminum led to discussions about the possibility of replacing the coin with a new, more cost-effective material. However, the 1 yen coin remained in circulation, albeit with slight modifications in weight and size to maintain its affordability and practicality. But despite the fluctuations in the coin's material and design, the 1 yen coin's true value comes not from its face value but from its historical significance and rarity in the numismatic world. Over the years, the 1 yen coin has become a symbol of Japan's resilience, its economic challenges, and its rich cultural history. The coin, while small in value, represents the collective spirit of a nation that has risen from the ashes of war, rebuilt itself into a global economic powerhouse, and maintained a deep connection to its agricultural roots. And now, we come to the point where many of you may be wondering, what is the actual value of a 1 yen coin? Can it really be worth something more than just 1 yen? The answer is a resounding yes. While most 1 yen coins will remain worth their face value, There are certain rare editions that have become highly valuable to collectors. The rarest of these coins, particularly those with minting errors or unique historical significance, can command prices of up to $10,000 or more in the right market. In exceptional cases, some 1 yen coins have been known to fetch up to $80,000 at auction. These rare pieces are typically sold at high-profile numismatic auctions, where collectors from around the world compete for the chance to own a piece of Japan's rich history. What makes these rare 1 yen coins so valuable? It's the combination of factors: their rarity, historical significance, and the desirability among collectors. As with any collectible, the value of a coin is determined by how rare it is, how well preserved it remains, and the demand among collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a unique piece. In conclusion, the Japanese 1 yen coin, while seemingly small and insignificant, is a coin with a fascinating history that reflects the country's growth, challenges, and resilience. From its introduction in the 19th century to its role in modern-day Japan, the 1 yen coin has remained an essential part of the nation's currency system and cultural heritage. For collectors, the rare and valuable editions of the coin represent not just a piece of currency but a glimpse into Japan's past. A piece of history that continues to captivate the imaginations of collectors worldwide. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the history and significance of the Japanese 1 yen coin. If you enjoyed this exploration, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories from the world of numismatics. Who knows what other hidden treasures we'll uncover next?